What's happening, all you guys? Man, I'm in South Texas and it is raining cats and dogs down here. It is raining long and steady. I hadn't experienced rain like this since I used to live in Pittsburgh, back in Arkansas, something. It's a lot of rain. Besides that, today's video, I was with the buddy in Naperville, working on that clean S70, making it look nicer. So that was worth a trip. Good long day. Had a nice dinner. I'm starting to schedule my day so I take a late lunch, early dinner, and go eat before it gets too late. Getting old, I don't need to be eating when it's too late. But they had a nice barbecue spot out there, so I hit that and got everything done in one day. So that was good. That's how it's supposed to be. Got all those parts. This is all we're going to do. What you got parts for? If you ain't got no parts for it, it ain't getting done. Besides that, I'm going to start leaving this bar graph up here. I used to do something similar to this when I was doing helper tours, running in the red, yellow, and green, stuff like that, getting the help that I needed to make it through the week. But this one is specifically set up to let you guys know how close I am to my goal of getting the professional equipment I need for my t-shirt printer, and the thing prints other things that I'll be marking professional gear with. Professional to me, fun hopefully for you guys. So there's that. And I had another donation or two, which I appreciate. Thank you very much. Crap, there's mosquitoes out here. Let me deal with this. Anyway, I'll be down here South Texas for probably 3-4 days. Then I'm headed back up to Cincinnati for a couple days. Then I'm headed on my little fishing trip for a few days. And then I'll get back to some serious work. So that's what my schedule looks like. If you have any questions, go ahead and post them. I'll probably still be posting shorts and stuff like that. And I got a week's worth of content that I hadn't posted yet, so that stuff will get up. I appreciate y'all watching. Have a great day. Welcome to Hanging Out with Robert, that's me. This video contains things that I encounter throughout the day. If for some reason I complete a task and you would like to see the details, you can click on the link in the description area below. This video also contains tips and tricks that I learned throughout the years. I plan on leaving this video accessible for about 30 days. After that, you can view it through my Patreon account. Thank you very much for watching. Gonna attack this 99 S70, one of the cleanest ones I know of. Having problems with the dash. We put this thing in about 10 days and 10 years ago. As you can see, the instrument cluster is loose, and whatever else we could find loose in this dash. Sounds pretty tight, but it's got a couple of squeaks. We're gonna pull the dash pad first, see what we see there. We're gonna fix that panel under there. We got a seat skin that we wanna fix, and a couple other minor things. So let's pull this dash pad, see what's going on. Most of the noise coming from the driver's side. The dash still seems pretty solid. We got some cracks forming in different places. Maybe we could stop drill a couple of those. But all of this on top of the cluster is all busted up. So we're gonna super glue some pieces in place and then layer some epoxy over it and see if that cures our creaking and popping and all that crazy stuff. You see, that one looks like a crack going across there as well. See that? And there's cracks here. So we're going to try to glue and epoxy that. See if that cures our problem. Then we got a piece over on the other side needs to be epoxied, and some mounts on that needs to be epoxied. Need to get me some baby super glue things. So we're going to see how this works. When I pulled the dash pad off, I seen that this was broken off of it. So let's give this a try. Super glue not working as it's supposed to, so we got some baking soda to mix in with it. That's supposed to do the trick. This was glued about 5 minutes ago and it still didn't hold nothing. While this epoxy is curing, we are gonna get the seat out, replace the seat skin. Let's get going on now. The new skins are going on. The back skin is on. We had to punch the hole for the handle, install the headrest, and then we start on the bottom. Here we go. Put the last zip tie in. Let's see how this thing looks. The big reveal. Up, let's turn it around so it can be in the light. Light it up. Wow. Nothing like the look of a seat that looks like brand new. Need to put some heat on this seat skin so it could tighten up. But other than that, good looking seat. Time to get it installed. These pieces epoxied in pretty good. So we got a couple of holes stop drilled, epoxied. These pieces here feel pretty good epoxied. I don't think we're gonna have the rattling that we did. So we're gonna put this together and ride it, see if he likes it. And I think he will. We'll be good to go. So epoxy will continue to cure, but it's an hour cure time, so it should be good. I put a couple layers on there. We have the instrument cluster here we're about to put back in. And we have some bling for the P80 70 series cars. Let's see how this looks. First thing I had to do was take 2 screws out of the remote receiver and lift that out of the way. They were T10s, and then I pried these clips open and forward on each position. Now the face will just come right off. And we have access to the front and the inside here. So they fit inside here, so you feed the small ring in, snap it in there, and then feed the big ring in and snap it in. Let me show you what I'm saying. So you put them on the inside like that and snap them in place. The center one's a little bit tricky. It's kind of bowed, so you got to reach in from both sides with your hands. And I pushed it down with my thumb and then massaged the other one in, and it did snap in place. So now we're going to clean the inside of the display, clean the outside of it, and reattach it here. Man, look at that. That's going to really pop in the car. Got the display cleaned up, got it installed. We're going to put this dash back together. Last piece we wanted to do to make this thing look like new is replace this because it has a crack right there. Let's try to get this in focus. See that crack? So you take the radio out, take the center console out, then you can get the screws behind it. 2 screws in the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 screws. Should get that thing out. Let's go at it. Well, I got a few of them from up through the holes, and I got the lower one that is behind here from pulling the lower dash panel and looking back in that channel. You can actually see back in there on the other side. So I'm getting ready to pull this lower dash panel down here and look for the one on this side. The only other 2 screws I'll have are the ones right there. So this piece may be doable. I've told people don't even try it. On the 850, I guess it ain't the piece. It's part of the dash, but here, you could actually get to it. I don't recommend it, but it's working out for me. You know, there's always somebody willing to prove that I'm wrong about something. I'll say, nah, you can't do that, and they'll prove me wrong. And guess what? today, that person was me. I think I just got this piece loose here. Let me use 2 hands and massage it out. I didn't realize this, but there's 2 more screws down here. One there and one under there. So after I get those 2, I should be able to massage this out. There's 2 more screws. One there and one there. Let me try to get those 2 out. There we have it. Had to take the wire harness loose from these white clips here. A wire down there for the light of the ashtray. 2 wires on the side and 2 wires on the back of that thing. So this here was clipped into there, this was clipped into there, and this was clipped into there. So I had to transfer these clips over to there and massage this thing back in place. Massage that off of there and put it on there as well. So just to recap, pulled the center console out, I pulled the radio out, I pulled the climate control unit out. I pulled these 2 T25s out here to get the ashtray assembly out. I pulled these 2 T25s there to release it from the bottom piece. I pulled these 2 screws on top here, and then there was 2 screws under there and 2 screws under there in the back. Then from under the dash, I reached back and I could see a screw behind here, a screw behind here. May be able to see this screw behind here, a screw behind here too. I just felt for these 2 behind here. There's also 4 screws up here. One behind here, one back behind here, one behind here, one behind here. I just reached to those through here. So there you have it. The dash is loose. A couple of them was broken, like that one right there. This one was loose. That one was busted. And that one was busted. That one was busted. So a few of them were busted for some reason. I'm not sure why. And you can get this out with it in the car. Let me tell you how long it took. Today, I decided to have lunch at Sharko's Barbecue. There it is, folks, in Naperville, Illinois. I got some ribs. I don't know if it's a quarter or a half pound. Let me get these lids off. I don't know, maybe a half rack of ribs, baby back. I got a half chicken. I got some of their signature 3 types of beans, some corn, some carrots, and green beans. And they got your silverware over there in a toolbox. It's kind of neat. Your lemonade and stuff is in that barrel there. So you come over here and then you get your sauces that you get your little dishes and serve yourself. Uh-oh, I forgot a straw. Let me go find a straw. Got it. Straw for my homemade lemonade. Love homemade lemonade. Man, that's awesome. Oh yeah. You can taste the lemons in there. Almost taste the peel. So I'm gonna start with some of the ribs. Not as moist as I expected, but see how they taste. Nice smoke flavor. Don't taste dry at all. I'm gonna touch some of their sassy sauce. Don't need any sauce, but I'm just gonna try some. Had to have chicken too. I think I'm just gonna stick with the ribs. This is good. Here's the beans. They have some brisket in their beans. Very good. I hope they were pre-COVID because, man, this is a good shame that this place hasn't been here 50 years. Very good. Definitely worth the stop. I had enough food for maybe 3 people, so I'll be having leftovers with this. This creamy corn just relieved all my stress for the day. Oh yeah. Green beans. Green beans seem cold. I don't know why. It's up there with everything else. Okay. It's good. Carrots is warmer than the green beans. I don't understand that. Carrots and texture, perfect. I'm gonna keep grubbing. I'll see y'all later. And we are finishing it off with a baby ice cream cup. Very good. Back from dinner, time to put this car back together. Change the switch on that door, and I should be good to go. Gotta glue together the shifter base thing contraption too. So let me get cracking so I can get this done, hopefully within the next 2 hours. I have everything together. I hooked up the battery. My flasher button was pushed in. Kind of common. I've seen the strangest thing. I've never seen this before. You push on the flashers, the whole instrument cluster is flashing. Mileage, everything. Button lights, stereo lights. I've never seen that before. I don't know if that's a fault in the headlight. Yep, it's a fault in the headlight switch, because as soon as I put the headlights on, the first thing, it stopped. Crazy. Only thing I got left is that door light over there. Is that door window switch over there. So let me do that so I can be done. Oh wow, I pull the key out of the ignition and that stops. Push the key in the ignition. Didn't do it. Turn it to the 1 position is when it does it. Interesting. If anybody else has seen this before, let me know. Key in the accessory position. Flasher on. Everything is flashing. We have the switch in. Let's turn this to accessory. See if this switch works. And it is working. Windows going up. Windows going down. Get the right part. Alright. We're going to call this done for the night. So let's recap. We put those rings in. We fixed the instrument cluster bezel of the dash. We pulled the dash pad and stopped drove some cracks in the dash. We replaced this piece right here because it was cracked up across the top. We re-secured this here so that it's not falling down. We put this boot on properly. We fixed this boot, put it on properly. We fixed this lower panel over here. We fixed this piece of trim piece here. And we recovered this seat here. So that's what we did for today. We are going to shut it down and get out of here. Thanks for watching. So that was it. Got that S70 done in 1 day. Did several things. Got a lot of cosmetic stuff done. And hey, he's happy with his ride for it. So I appreciate you guys' support. Thumbs up, like, share, comment. And I hope you're having a great summer.